Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name is Sandra and today I was thinking about starting to prep a couple of these pages in this book that I chose. This isn't the one I chose, in the book that I chose to make my idea book. But I did want to show you, I do have another ring binder that I kept, and I think I might have two of these somewhere. This was one I was also thinking about using, but it's just, I mean, it's nice and big, perfect, right? You would think, yeah, it's so awesome. It's heavier than this one, I guess. Maybe not heavier, just more, it's bigger. It is really sturdy. This would be a great one to use. And honestly, I like the colors of it. I don't think I would really change anything about that. So now what do we do? Do we do this one or not? These pages are 6, well, from the beginning, from the ringy thingy, there's 6. So it gives me plenty of room to work with. I can extend the page if I need to. It gives me plenty of that space. I do have these cards that we could use as well. In the length, let me see. The length is 9.5, about 9, almost 9.5. So, but the one thing is, now I know I can just measure and get my holes punched on other papers, but I don't have to do that because really these are already in there. And these I come across a lot. These aren't the vintage ones, I don't believe. So I come across these quite a bit. I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know. This one's a little bit smaller. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. If I decide that I want to go with the bigger book, I will do that later on. But I think I'm going to go with this one. Thanks for helping me work that out. I already started this one. What I was doing was going to do some surrealism collage on here because I feel like it already has like fun starting points, like, you know, with all this stuff. So maybe I will stick with that, and I will do my surreal collaging on there. But it is a good book if that's the one you want to use as well. So I thought I'd go ahead and prep some of these pages. I was going to do it the other day. However, I couldn't find these because I cleaned up my desk and then I stuck them someplace they don't belong. I have 10 more somewhere else. I have no idea where those are. Like, I literally have a bag with packages of those because I come across these quite a bit at the thrift stores. And so when I see them in the packs of papers or whatever by themselves, I always grab them because, you know, I use a lot of them. So I thought to prep some of these pages, I pulled this one out because it was ripped, and I thought, I don't know if I'll use it now because it's ripped, but if we stick these on there, so that one's empty, so that's just a stencil. And then this just has, whoops, this is a mess. So they're old, some of them are old, and so they're completely dried out, which is fine. Oh my goodness, until they're all over the floor. That's fine until they're all over the floor. I need a glue book. Let's grab this. And we will. That's a pretty dirty page. Let's grab a new one. Yes. Mucho better. So I think what I'm going to do is just glue this on here. But normally I would just use the what do you call it? Glue stick. But I think what I'm going to do is use this. And I'm going to try my little technique for fragile things, and I think it'll work for this too. I'll just keep it like this. I'm gonna get gluey with this piece, so I'm just gonna squeeze out some of this Fabri-Tac here. Fabri-Tac, yeah. This is actually, I don't even know. Is this Fabri-Tac? I squirted a different bottle into here. Could have been Fabri-Fix. So I think I just like this little bottle. So I'm just going to smear it out. I'm going to squeeze it out. I'm going to just brush it out. Pick that up. Lay that on there. And then just, whoops, pick it up. And then lay it down. So, what do you think? Not too shabby. So I'm going to do that. I think I'll be able to use this page. Now I'm going to do it on both sides. So before my glue completely dries out here, I'm going to stick another one on there. Oh my gosh, am I sticking them upside down? Probably. The yellow part's probably the old sticky part, but whatever. It's not fun unless it's difficult. Okay, there we go. Just kidding. And then that glue, it does dry pretty fast when you, the Fabri-Tac, when you smear it out that way, but, and this might be a little wasteful for the, you know, crazy expensive glue that it is, but it works nice for me. I just feel like I know for sure it's gonna stick with this. The glue sticks, although they all work pretty well and some better than others, I have not found a glue stick that is a 100%er. So, I mean, and I want these to stay. I don't want to fight with them later on. So I don't even know if I have enough glue on that one. Nope, sure don't. Should I just go like this? Yeah, they're not fragile. I thought they were going to be like really thin and fragile, but that's okay. That's okay. I showed you my little technique for that. So when I did that butterfly that was very fragile, I used the Sizzix Big Shot to cut it out from wallpaper. It was super like fragile, and so this is the technique that I used, and it worked really, really well. So I'm gonna let those ones dry because I don't want to clip it in right now. Stick that aside for a second. Boy, is there a mess here. And we'll stick that one over there. Oh, and then with this one also, and I know it's a flip out, so I was debating, like, do I want to keep flip outs in here? I feel like I'm gonna fill this up so much anyways that I don't really need flip outs. But I could possibly use pockets just to put some information and things like that in there. So let's do that. Let's just create one right here. And I think I'm gonna grab my hole punch that I don't like, which is this one. And so I'm only grabbing it because it's big. And it's the only one I have that's a 2-incher, and I want my hole to be not so, I want it to be, you know, bigger. So I don't like this one because it never punches. No matter how many papers I put in here, I never punch it the whole thing. Now, since I said that it should make me a liar, let's see. So for the half hole, it does. Good night. Maybe it is just me. No, see how it, even though it comes out, see how it always leaves all that? That's what I'm talking about. And I don't like it. So is anybody doing one of these kind of, whether it's an idea book or anything similar to this with me? Have you already done it? So you're just like, well, I've already done that, so. But I think this is kind of fun. I think this is going to be fun. So it's a book that I'll definitely use. And I thought about, like, should I go sew the edges? And, you know, I might later on as I move forward doing this, making this. But I think for now, I'm just going to glue like that and like that. And there, now I have a little pocket, and I can put a little label on here if I want to let me know something, if I have something to tell myself. So that was one of the pages I wanted to prep, kind of, because it did, or kind of, I did. I wanted to prep because it had, the circles were messed up. But I've also got this one here. Oh, and look, we have some more of these. We'll throw that over there into that pile. But see how they've all been, you know, kind of terrorized a little bit right there. So that's kind of what I want to do, is just go through here and then just do as many of these that I like and get those down. And then also I think I'm going to just make some of these pages just really like heavier duty, and I'm going to glue the whole thing down because I really don't need a ton of pockets. The pockets that I was talking about that I want to put on here, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just take this off and then do that for the pocket. That could work. Let's do that. Let's try it. So another thing I was talking about doing was not just reinforcing these holes, which I think I will do. Well, I'm gonna have every single glue open and every single lid dried up. It's not really what I want to do. I don't think I need this whole book over here. I'm just gonna do this. So, let's see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these on here, and I won't do this through the whole video, but just to give you an idea, this is where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and get these holes reinforced because I don't want to have to do this fiddly work when I'm making stuff, and I want to put something in here because I feel like I won't end up making stuff to put in here. I'll just be like, oh shoot, I have extra work to do. And this kind of thing I don't mind doing. It's kind of like, you know, like the busy work, but it's just like I could literally watch a show and do this, and just to pass time, you know, to get this done. It's something I can do, like if somebody else, like one of the kids is like crafting with me or doing something, and I can give them something to do, I can walk away easily from this to help them with whatever they're doing. Just something like that. And then there's always those days for me. Anyways, I'm not the kind of person that can just do stuff every single day. I just get a little, I don't know, I get that brain funk, you know, I'm just like tired or whatever it is. And I want to do something, but I can't figure out what to do, and nothing seems to work. So this is a project for those days. So now that I have that, so what I was saying before is I wanted to have like a, I want to have my inspiration page, so of my idea, of an idea, but maybe I haven't made the idea, but I know what I want to do and I don't want to forget. So I'm going to make a pocket to put on my page. So I'll just do this. I think this is how I'm going to do it. Yes. And my flowers are going to be upside down, and maybe not every pocket will be the same, but I'm going to do this one like this. Okay. Oh, I don't like that sound. Bone folder to the rescue. There we go. Much better. So, I can't do that. Shh, shh, shh. Oh, it just drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. So, get this one down. And I think I'm going to leave this one as a little flip up, because then if I have any other notes about it after the fact, I can put that in there too. Or nothing, I can just do whatever I want because it's my idea book. Maybe I should put that idea in here. Like, this is what I'm thinking, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I should have inked the edge, but so isn't that cute? So now I have this. Now say I have an idea and I'm like, oh, okay, I want to make this really cute thing, and it goes like this. It's a book page, and it's gonna go like this and like this. And maybe I just wrote it down on a piece of paper, or maybe I grabbed a scrap piece of paper and I thought I'm just gonna do one of these cute little things, and I want it to be like a little tag at the same time. So I'm just gonna fold those over, and you know, it's gonna be something like that. And then I'll have my little note written down, like it's a tag bag. That'll be what I'll maybe think about when I'm doing it. Tag bag, use you know, book page, blah blah, whatever. Okay, and then I'll just take this in here and I'll just pop that in there, and then the day that I'm ready to make it, and maybe it's not even a design, maybe it's just a piece of paper, or a napkin that I wrote on at the restaurant, and then I can pull it out and I can make it, and then I can attach it to the page. Does that make sense? So before I was gonna put my pockets on the back pages, but I don't know. And then I can just leave this and I can journal on there if I want to, just about like how I liked it. Did I enjoy making it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I hated it so much. No, I was kidding. Just kidding. Or maybe I used it. Who knows? Whatever. I'm just rambling. And I'm going to put that in my book, like that. And, ouch. Did not hurt me. It hurt my ears. Okay. And there we go. And then this is going to be my idea book. And then if I want to go make stuff, I can just pull the whole page out. And I really like that idea. So I'm going to just prep these pages. I'm going to maybe think about like how many do I want in here, because I think that's a lot of pages in there, isn't it? Whew. Are they all like that? I thought there was some card. Yes, like these heavy duty ones. I think I'm going to pull these out for now. So there, whoops. And I think of that one too. And I think I want to make a, maybe a card on the, there's the front one to the back. This one, is it dry enough yet? Yep. Oh, well that one's halfway off. See, they're all like that. Maybe that's why it's at the, maybe that's why it's at the thrift store. So, good night. Ooh, that's not, I feel like it's not going to be a problem. It's not like I'm going to be in this out every day, like ripping through it. I forgot to take that off. But that's all right. And like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the cover here, so I don't really know what I want to do. But I don't really know. But I do want to keep these, but I think I'm going to make a pocket here and just kind of slide these in for now. And then I can use these for the backs of them. They're nice and sturdy, so maybe I will use these for my tags and things like that, or other tags for other things. I think that is the plan for that. So I also was thinking on getting some of these pages prepped. And one of the other things I wanted to do was so like this page here. So like this, so this is going to be the page where I'm going to put the piece. I feel like I'm more likely to put things down if it's kind of I just don't think that's going to match everything I'm doing. So I thought this would be a great thing to also do some collaging. What do you think? I'm going to put that cap on. And I think I'm just going to use the glue stick, the handy dandy glue stick, but do I want to use my really good one? These ones are okay. And I have quite a few of them, so bought these off of Amazon. Strong adhesive, they're okay. I mean, the Scotch Create is definitely better than these ones, and since this is just for my idea book, I think I would just use these. So, oh, Master Designer, let's put that on the front of the book, right? Because that's what I'm gonna try to be. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like I'm just gonna put these everywhere on the page here. Whoops. Oh, yeah, this is like super thin glue. That's why. You can tell how easy it glides. So it might be cheaper, but, you know, you use twice as much. So, is it cheaper? No, not really. I'm an over gluer anyways, and I didn't put my little circles on yet. So, and I don't really care where it lands because there's color underneath. And let's get this one on here. What is that? So, what kind of projects is everybody up to? Are you taking a break? Are you working on something fun and exciting? Are you working on something for yourself or for somebody else to sell? To just have? I still need to make journals for all my daughters, my two daughters and my two daughters in love, and I have some other family members that I need to make stuff for, and some special people in my life, and it's like I feel kind of guilty that I haven't done it yet. But they know. They know I plan to. That's something, right? And I'm excited because I finally am making myself a journal. It's an idea book journal, which is perfect for me. And I guess I think that constitutes as making a journal for myself. It's something that I'll super duper enjoy and use. So, and then there's also my wonderful journal that Kat made me. I'm so excited. Thank you, Kat. Gosh, I'm like seriously so excited about that journal. I already started putting stuff in it. I'm gonna use it as my oh my gosh, my friendship. It's my friendship journal. So I'm using it for letters and cards and things that other people that my friends send me. Or hand me, or however I get them. But when I get them, that's what I'm gonna use it for, and I'm gonna just write down inside of it some of the things that I've done. Actually, I guess I could show you. I wanted this side to be the showing side. Oh well. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you what I've done so far. It's funny. I feel like I'm not that good at putting stuff together when it's for me. Maybe I just think about it too much. Who knows? But I think it'll all come together in the way that I like it, and it'll be happy. It'll be a happy thing. So just wanted to show you this one here. And then also my book page, it's mine only, so it doesn't really matter if there's, I guess it kind of matters. I don't want like nasty things. I don't know what these books say. I don't want nasty things in my book, but I know that's kind of gluey, but so that would be the book page, right? That would be the side that it would be on. This would be the pocket. This would be the side that I put something on. And I don't care if a little bit of that shows. I think that's fine. So let's put this stuff right here back in here. And they don't all have to be a music page. I have so many scraps that I could literally collage for years. And that's even after I get rid of stuff. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know that. I know that. But let's see. And then I have like bags upon bags of strips. So like this one, I have this in here. It's like to make notepads. But every time I go to make a notepad, I forget about this bag. So maybe I should just use some of it to make some collage papers here. Good night. Get it together, girl. Put that there. Let's try another one. So I feel like that one's okay for now. And then I pulled this because I thought that was kind of cute. Let's see, I still have to reinforce those holes. I'm looking for the back page for the pocket. So I was just thinking like, oh, I already made a little punch out of that. Maybe I should use that on one of these pages if it's going to be the back page for my collage. And then I can just do something, see, like that. Isn't that cute? That's fun. I think that's fun. And it starts covering this page up, so that's good. And using up the scraps, let's go in a circle here. And whoops, and let me rip the circle because that's it's the handmade book. Because I'll get that side down first, right, like that, and then this will just come up here and meet it, yes, and be crooked because yes, and have my hair stuck in there because that's always fun. There we go. So tired of shedding. That's kind of crispy right there from the book's glue. Let me just get that torn off. There we go. I'm all stuck to myself. And of course my rag's not wet because why would I wet the rag before I sat down to glue it? Okay. There's no fun in that. Anyhow, I think you get the idea. I'm gonna put that bag back in here really quick. All right, so before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and get those two corners reinforced. And I'm gonna get these corners reinforced on this one. And then I'm going to finish collaging this, I think. I think I'm going to put that one on there like this. Yep. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Now, after I do this, what I need to do is just not get too far ahead of myself, because that's how I am sometimes. I'll get so involved in prepping these pages that before I know it, I'll have all the pages, so many pages prepped, and I'll be like exhausted. No, I don't know. But then I won't have anything to put in them. And so I'll have to start, and it'll be basically the same situation that I'm in right now, is where I'm just I have enough time to make enough to what I'm doing and nothing to put in my book. So I guess that's part of time management. Maybe I need to work on that. I don't know. Doesn't sound like fun to do, though. Fuzzy off. And then I feel like this will also make my pages a little bit more stronger, because the recipe pages in here, they're not really that sturdy, I don't think. They're fine, they're just, but not if I'm going to be flipping and flopping through them and pulling them in and out and stuff. I think that they could definitely stand to have a little bit more structure to them. There. Okay. Everybody's getting gluey. Let's do this. I do want these to be nice and sturdy, though. Man. Well, I never did take my trip to Spokane for the week. And maybe I still will sometime this summer. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot going on. It's like there's so much work to do at our house. I have to get. We're still working on one of our trailers to get it finished remodeled so that we can get it rented out. And then we need to move. We have another trailer that needs to be needs a remodel on it so that it can get rented out, and that's our livelihood. So if they just sit empty, then all it was money spent on. It's not like my craft room, you know. So we need to get that done. I really can't do a lot of the work, but there's some things I can do, and I need to be around because I'm the person that shows the rentals and does the leasing and signing and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot to it. It's not like just, you know, putting a blurb on Facebook and saying, hey, I got a rental. I mean, you've got to follow some rules and guidelines and do all that kind of stuff, and I have to do all my due diligence for legal purposes and then tax purposes and la-di-da. So that's not my husband. He does not like paperwork, bookwork, or anything like that. So, and since I'm an over-organizer, it doesn't bother me unless I don't have time to do it. Then I lose my mind. No, I'm just kidding. I do get kind of overwhelmed. That, I will say, is one of the really nice things about not having a regular job anymore that I clock in and out of. Is before, when I was doing it, it was just stressful because I'm a morning thinker, and so I'm also a morning thinker no matter what. Like whether it's I'm doing math or I'm doing bookwork or I'm crafting, making things. Like I always do better in the morning. It's just my time. And when I was working, I had to choose between the bookwork and the crafting. And if I was doing like when it was rentals and stuff like that, that's, and like if it was like a new rental, then I had to do, it was a lot more work. So it was a lot of mornings in a row of doing stuff. And then versus like just renewing a lease, then I could just pop that in and then upload. Well, it's already like in the system, yeah, or in my system that I use, and I just can send that off to the tenant, and then we just get a hard copy of a real signature and just put it in their lease packet. But that's not so hard. But now that I don't have to clock in and out someplace, I can just, when I have to get together my whole listing and all the photos, and I have to do all these different things, I can just focus on that for an entire day, morning, half a day, whatever it's going to take, whatever I'm working on. And then I have the rest of the day to myself. I usually, because I'm usually spent from the computer, I don't want to do anything else. I'll usually use that day to finish, like do housework or run errands. Things that don't take much thinking for me. There. All right, so I'm going to do that to the other one as well, and then I'll have three pages prepped. So that was pretty good, and I got that done in a reasonable amount of time. But let me show you my journal so far. Whoops. Did you hear that? That was that. All those pages I didn't clip back in. Okay, well that's another moment. I'll do that later. So here's that journal that Kat made me. I love it so much, and I already started putting stuff in it. So I started off by putting my stuff in there from Kat and Jaime and Victoria. Those are my 3 happy mails that I've received, and I wanted to get them in here. So this is I just tore this out of one of the idea books, or out of the ideal book that Victoria gave me, and I love this. And I'm just going to use this as a place to stick a couple of little notes for myself. That's what I'm thinking right now, just the beginning of the book. And then my I guess it's going to be kind of like a scrapbook, kind of, I guess. It's my Friendship Happy Journal. My Happy Mail Friendly Journal is memories. It's my friendly memory book. Yes. So this was the packaging that I got from Kat, that this box came in. This book came in. And I just kept this, and then I folded her address over to the side, and then I'm just going to sew it, make a cute little pocket back here for myself. And then I tucked that into this page right here. And I just love this. Like, this is, and I don't think I said this, this is an altered book. If anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a book that you literally, you tear pages out of it, and to make room so that you can build within the pages that you leave inside. And she's taken all the guts, that's what you would call them, like the guts, the pages that she tore out, and she used those to create all these pockets. And let me tell you, I've done an altered book many times, and it is a process. It is a lengthy process. And so what I've done here is I took the piece where she said carefully cut above that I didn't look at right away because, you know, I was too excited. And then I took the card that she sent in there in the oh my gosh, in the package. And then I just wrote on the back of when I received it. And then I also put like the date that it was postage stamped. Because I just think for fun, like later on in life or anytime, I can look back and be like, oh, that's how long it took to get into the mail, through the mail. I don't know. It's just kind of silly things like that. So I just wrote on the back what I was sent and how I felt about it. And then I just tucked that in there, except I tucked it like this. There. So I made like a little belly band with it. I still have room here to put something in there if I want. And then this one was from Jaime, and so I just took, that was the packaging, and I really liked that, so I just pulled it off, and then I just repositioned the dragonfly sticker so that it stayed on there. That tore, so I just added it there. And then this ribbon that was on the package, that went there. And this is the card that she wrote me, and I just wrote right here. I wrote on the front side of this first, and I should have wrote on the back, but too late, I already wrote. And then I took some of the scarf that she sent me in that package, and I put on both sides so that if I ever, like, these two come apart, I'll know that they go together. That's just, I don't know, silly. And then I wrote on one of the celestial pieces of paper that she gave me, everything that she put in the package, because I wanted to remember I have the world's worst memory, and I know I won't remember. So this is for me, so that I always remember. And then I put, oh, and then this one from Victoria. This is so cool. So I really like this little guy. And I thought, I don't have to give everything away or make something with everything. I can keep stuff for myself, right? And I really liked him, so I put him on the card that she sent me. And so when you pull it out, you know, he's still on there. Isn't he cute? So, and then he's like the tab. And then I wrote on the back of this, but I smudged it a little bit, but that's okay. It just looks spooky. And then I wrote everything that she sent me on there and how I felt about it, and then what I did with it, some of the stuff. And then I put it in there. And that's the start. And I love it. And I'm so grateful for this. I am so grateful. Thank you. And this is where all my letters and cards and anything that I receive from any of my friends here on YouTube throughout this journey, this is where it's going to go, is in this book. Oh, and I put this card, or this tag that Jamie made me, I put this in here for me. But I wanted it to stick right there so I know that I still have these pages to work on. There you go. That's where I'm at. Hope you guys like this video. I know there wasn't a whole lot to it, but I thought I would share my starting process on my idea book, and then just catch you up on the other piece. Oh, here we are, these pages. Okay, so hope you liked it. I hope you had fun, and I hope it inspired you, if you haven't done an idea book, to maybe pull something together and make one along with me. So I will wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.